Bananas everywhere! Jeez, I just, I finished pressing all the buttons and turning all the dials to get the live stream to come live. And I look over to my chat and there are bananas top to bottom. So, we've been live for a few seconds. Peeps, welcome to a bonus Sunday afternoon stream. I was going to stream Parkitect today as my little bonus, but I was just digging, I was just chilling out doing this, and I was like, I'm enjoying this. Let's just hang out together, talk about stuff, and stream digging some blocks away in this game, That's what I feel like doing right now. So we're going to continue the project. If you're not aware of what the project is, goodness me, you need some introducing to what we're doing over here. Yes, we have that problem. The old inventory be full problem. Cool, let's get some light in here. We've got noises in the ear to read at the very beginning of the stream. Alu Mycelium is here, resubscribed for 15 months in a row. Saying XVX Banana, thank you ever so much. Jeez, the noises are coming in. It's George, 2005, has subscribed with Amazon Prime. Marin Muraled has resubscribed for 4 months in a row. Zachariah, subscribed with Amazon Prime. Not Nighting Row, resubscribed for 24 months in a row, saying 2 years. Didn't even realise you were going to stream until I saw your message in Mumbo stream. Oh, okay, well I put out the video and it usually takes a while for the emails to go out, how the internet works with the announcements. Not Night in Row, you have a goldie face in chat. Thank you so much for your support. Sham Bassam96 is here resubscribing for 12 months in a row. That is a goldie face in chat. Sorry, a Night in Row was a diamond face. Got them the wrong way around. So happy to spend a year with an awesome person. Thank you for the nice message, my friend. Thanks for all you do, as always. Appreciate ya. Camo J123 is here subscribing with Amazon Prime. And Lizzie Best subscribed in between the streams. And we also got Pigman60 and Wagmaster42. Thank you everyone for subscribing, I appreciate it. Hermit Gang Tag says, help Mumbo. Okay, I had lots of help Mumbo messages during the pre-stream. I had a discussion with Mumbo who wasn't reading his chat, angry, and they don't need my help. There's nothing, I don't think there's anything wrong with his witch hut. He just hasn't seen a witch spawn in it, someone said. Which, like, multiple people are online. It's a witch hut just out in the wilds. Very likely you're not going to see any spawns if that area is untreated, right? Okay, they're just communicating to each other because I think Grian's over there helping him, but he's not in Discord. I saw Mumbo was streaming. He's digging a perimeter, says Terry. Yes, that's correct. I was going to ask him if he had considered just standing up in the sky above the farm, because that works pretty efficient. Now, if I can remember the change in mechanics correctly, I think no. With a witch farm, the spawn rates are the same because you can't build a witch farm low down. So farms work in proximity to the player. So if you stand on top of a witch farm, like high up in the sky, you don't load the area below it, then you can do a witch farm that way and have the same rates as if you dig out a perimeter. I won't mention it now, but I was half wondering if I should mention it to Mumbo that for a witch farm you don't need to build a perimeter, unless you want to like max out on rates or whatever. But hey, digging and doing projects is fun, right? He's digging a hole so they can die with full damage, says Quasi. I saw his stream, because I saw his stream in. I think they're digging a perimeter, not a hole, because they're digging a big wide space. A hole only needs a small space. I've got a witch farm on the server. I can't remember how we left that thing. I needed to do something over there. Maybe we'll go investigate that. I don't even know how to get there. I've got a vague memory of flying through the nether. I have to follow my nose on that one, That's what I'll have to do. So everyone in chat saying help Mumbo. I've asked Mumbo if he needs help. He doesn't need help, okay, peeps? I've got my own digging project here to do. Did you already prank Mumbo, says Low. If you're just tuning in, you missed the prank on Mumbo, unfortunately. Yes, we have already pranked Mumbo this stream. If you're not aware, it's a tradition to prank Mumbo. I got a feeling it's not going to matter how many times I say Mumbo doesn't need my help, someone's still going to scream it in chat. That's still going to happen. So, we got noises in the ear from Super Night Hour 1, subscribing with Amazon Prime, and Family Craft Dad. I did a clap. 10 months in a row saying, man, all the diggy diggy hole happening on the HC server today. It's all about the diggy diggy hole. And by the way, you were listening to the FC Dad just a moment ago. Pre-stream music was the Super Weapon Hermit Gang song. If you've not heard it yet, it is a G-Team diss track, obviously all in good taste and just about having fun. But that is... You can go watch it on Doc's channel. There is an Ellie Beat Maker remix on Ellie's channel, and FC Dad has made a remix as well on his channel, and we played that during the pre-stream. FC Dad, if you're listening, I love the remix. I really like it. It really fondly reminds me of like industrial metal, electro-industrial kind of stuff from not so much the 90s, but it gives me those Frank Klepacki CNC vibes. I really like it. I really like the remix. Very, very industrial electro kind of sound. It's really cool. Yeah, awesome, awesome stuff. Mickey Snipe is here, resubscribed for 22 months in a row, saying Mumbo is saying his witch hut isn't a valid one because the seed doesn't show it as a valid hut, I think. Right, so if y'all want to tell Mumbo, I mean, I could try and tell Mumbo in this chat, but if you look at what we've been saying, he's difficult to communicate with. If he does have a problem due to like a bug, I can always fix that using, you know, behind the scenes stuff, right? So I don't think he has to worry about that. Like we have kind of a policy here on Hermitcraft that is, you know, you shouldn't be shortchanged by some stupid bug that exists in the game, right? That, oh, for some reason this witch hut doesn't have a valid spawning box, right? You know, you put in all this time and effort into doing stuff, and just because of some silly bug that exists, you have to then go and do something. You know, spend all your time doing something somewhere else. That's not the Hermitcraft way. You know, we want to have fun playing this game. So if he does run into a problem, don't worry. I think I've already fixed one of those bounding box issues on the server, so I can certainly do another one. I know how it's fixed, which is cool. I'm going to fill in this space because stuff will be spawning in it and slowing down our rates. Now that I think about it, this bit over here will be fine because it's not too tall, I guess, but. It's an important thing when I do this, just to remember. Protect the rates. Protect the old rates. Right, the noises in the ear, they just don't stop. Spooky Dokie is here, resubscribing for 10 months in a row, saying for some reason Twitch is getting all twitchy and forgot I shared this 3 weeks ago. It's because they're introducing the new system for subscribing. Ancient Pug Joe is here, resubscribing for 18 months in a row, saying, what are your views on New Year's resolution / themes? As I've said before, Ancient Pug Joe, I think that you should always be thinking about self-improvement. I think you should always look for the opportunities and the ideas. Listen to that voice that pops into your head and says, I should exercise more, I should eat better. And not wait for some arbitrary, you know, idea of yourself in the future. Because it's when you do a New Year's resolution, you're sort of telling yourself in advance, I'll do it later on. And that's not how it works. You've got to do it now. You've got to do it when it's the most uncomfortable to do it, you know. If you're like, oh, I need to start eating better, and you've got a big slice of pizza in front of you, that's the time to put the slice of pizza down and, you know, have a little bit of salad instead, right? So my thing with New Year's resolutions is, like, don't look for the New Year's. Just whenever those thoughts are in your head, follow them. Follow them. Follow those things that say, oh, I should do a bit more exercise, or, you know, I should do this thing or that thing. Oh, I'm looking at chat. Every other message is about Mumbo. Goodness me. Goodness me. Right, so noises in the ear. We got Wonder Otter, resubscribing for 4 months in a row, saying keep doing what you love. Appreciate you. Thank you for the support. I will keep doing this. Comboy is here, resubscribing for 33 months in a row, saying don't stop to read this. What are you doing? Get back to digging. Yes, Mr. Comboy. By the way, some people have stories behind their names. Comboy, I don't know if I've ever told Comboy the story behind his name. Okay. But there was a game, I think, called Conway on Steam that looked really good, and I played it and it was really naff, and then the next day when I was streaming, Conboy subscribed, and it just always stuck in my mind because it was like, oh, that's similar to the game that I was playing. Anyway, I've waited 33 months to tell that story. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? Talismancer is here, resubscribing for 9 months in a row, saying, what's today's TX? Oh, Talismancer, you're a legend. Thank you for your 9 months. My cup of tea is absolutely premium, ready to drink. That is some good English afternoon right there. Spangleboo says, ah, what a cute story. I mean, that's the story. PGR in chat, I do know of Satisfactory the game. I'm looking forward to seeing it in the future. Mo Lurk says, do you guys know that Mumbo is streaming right now? It's impressive. He's been live for 3 hours. Goodness me. You're telling me to step up my game? Mumbo comes out of the dark, okay? Mumbo comes out of the dark after hibernating on the live streams for 3 years. And you're telling me to step up my game? I streamed every day in the month of January, okay? Sorry, I'm not really angry. I'm just being my goofy self. Oh my goodness me, that's some delicious tea. I've had gorgeous, lovely food today with lovely desserts. Sunday is dessert day, where I get to treat myself to a nice old dessert, whatever's been cooked. And I always really look forward to it. It's delicious. It's delicious. Any news on the new Minecraft games, this Greenleaf? If you mean Hightail, yeah, I actually posted a video on the second channel probably about 15 minutes ago with some more news on that game. Really cool stuff about how the blocks are going to work in the game. Winnie T Ford says, hi guys, it isn't polite to talk about other streamers while watching X. That's true, Winnie, that's true. You know, to some extent, it's not nice to spam over and over again, as some people are doing. I will mention it again for anyone who did not catch it already. I have asked Mumbo if he requires assistance. He does not. He is apparently concerned about his witch hut, and if there is a problem, don't worry about it. I'll be able to fix it behind the scenes, right? So no need to go crazy. No need to go crazy right now. We got Etanoid OS resubscribed for 11 months in a row, saying, "Oh a sub, oh a sub," and one more for a goldie face. Thank you, Etanoid. Appreciate it. Steps Mikoy has subscribed with Amazon Prime. Appman55 has subscribed with Amazon Prime as well. If you're wondering what I'm talking about, you can use Amazon Prime to subscribe to someone on Twitch. You get a free subscription. Hey, wait a minute, I've got Amazon Prime. I could use it to subscribe to someone. They offered it for me for 99p when I needed to order parts for my computer in an emergency rush, and I went, 99p, I'm going to take it, and I'm going to cancel it at the end of the month. You know. Thanks for the cheap deliveries, Amazon. Only cost me 99p. We got DexterMan222, who is throwing bits at me, doing cheers, saying, Mumbo just wants to know if witches will spawn where he is digging. They will probably spawn in the witch hut where he is digging. So Dexterman, thank you so much for your cheers and bits. I appreciate your support. We got Rotary 20 here subscribing. Thank you for subscribing with Amazon Prime, Rotary 20. Mr. Tony Fish is resubscribing for 10 months with Amazon Prime. Thank you, Mr. Tony Fish. I appreciate it. Camo J says, is there any plans for the MP3 of your Hermit Gang song? I already have it as an MP3, but if you're going to sell it, then I'll pay for it. It won't be sold. It'll be free, most likely. I'm pretty sure everyone's going to agree with me that it should be free. We've talked about it sort of a little bit. I need to just advance that conversation and make something happen. There will potentially be free MP3s. What I'm thinking of doing is proposing just a hermitgang.hermitcraft.com and then links to the videos of the creators and MP3s to download. That'll probably be how it works out, but that's something that I'll probably work on tomorrow. There's so much that I want to do, and I've always got to get on top of making videos and doing my streams. Lobozo says, I'm a legend, question mark. Of course you are, Lobozo. You've been here for a long time, and that makes you a legend. Lobozo is here, resubscribing for 27 months in a row, saying, alright, 27 months. That's the third Twitch baby. Where do they keep coming from? Where do these Twitch babies keep appearing from? I think it'd be. We need a Twitch baby emote. That would be amazing. I have no idea. We are probably never going to get to the next level of emotes unlocking, but having a Twitch baby emote would be a really great idea. Like a little purple. Oh, a little purple Babel. Babel? What is a Babel? We just invented something. What is a Babel? Baby, don't hurt me. That doesn't really translate. That doesn't really translate at all, does it? We got a noise in the ear from AsDude10, subscribing with Amazon Prime. Thank you, AsDude. And Matt's Best Man is here with a donation, saying, hi, Asuma. Just wanted to continue my thanks for your sleigh videos on your second channel. They're the reason I continue watching and donating. Whenever I see another one on my YouTube homepage, I get super happy. That is great to know. Matt, thank you for your donation and support. And thank you for the direct feedback about the sleigh series. I will happily keep making those videos. I feel like I'm at this point, though, where it's just going to start to become... There's not much left to do other than let's play another level, and I will keep the views as there. I will keep happily playing that game because I'll be playing it anyway, right? But I do really want to find ways to keep it interesting. So I don't know what I'm going to do. Maybe I should like mess around with custom maps and try and do something. I do remember commenting that I didn't really enjoy playing custom maps that were shapely, but at the same time, for a lot of people watching, maybe they've never seen a shapely map unfold, so that might be a good thing to do. But I need to brainstorm some more ideas, and do you know what? I probably have time to make another episode tomorrow now that I think about it. I might do that. I do worry about, like, making videos on 2 channels, streaming almost every day, and maybe just doing too much stuff sometimes, you know? But I'll think about it. I don't know when the next episode will come out. Maybe tomorrow, because there is a gap. We'd like to see a player v player of Slay, says Surprise Tolpa. Yeah, that would be a bit tricky to organise. I'm not sure if any of the hermits play it, but I'd need a sort of someone who knows how to talk on a video, which might sound a little bit strange, but trust me. I mean, there is a video out there of me on YouTube before I had talked in my own videos, and goodness me, is it horrendous. I am clearly just not capable of talking to a camera, right? It's just a thing that some people have naturally, and some people have to require it as a skill. I had to require it as a skill, right? I guess what I'm saying is it's going to be hard to find someone to play against that can do a video with you, right? Because it's a little bit more than just playing. You have to talk while you play. And that also might be strange, because then I can't talk strategy, and neither can they, because you don't want to tell your strategy to your opponents. So a PvP one might be quite problematic. We've got a noise in the ear from Jay's on Fire, who's resubscribed for 35 months in a row, saying Babblefish may refer to Babblefish, a fictitious alien fish that performs instant translations. Jeez. A fictitious alien fish that performs instantaneous translations. That is bizarre, to say the least, you know. Badger Spanner says, hello YouTube. Someone's gone back in time. Someone's gone down the old time machine road. Okay. It's not 2011. Jeez. We're in the future now. Okay. Cuplex says, do your boring voice, X. Well, you just got it. You just got a whole dose of that sweet, sweet boring voice that everyone talks about all the time. I can't believe it's that boring, to be honest, if everyone's still talking about it. Jeez. I mean, it was 8 years ago. It was 8 years ago. Surely it's old news by now. Babblefisher from Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, says UG Dalfred. It sounds like it would be something from that book, so I am not surprised to hear that. Call Grian, says Phoebe. Call Grian! Call him now! Must type in all capital letters. Jeez. What's this hole emplacement for, says Recall Error Z. I haven't shown it yet. On my Tuesday episode of Hermitcraft, I will show what the plan for the inside is. Who would like to see the outside? Who has not seen it? If you have not seen the outside, raise your hand in chat. Now I know I'm going to see some familiar names raising their hand, and I'm going to be like, oh you, I know you're lying. It's not boring. Your voice is calming. Thank you ever so much, Adam. We're referring to an old voice. When I first made YouTube videos, I talked like this. I went, hello YouTube, Asuma here, and today we're going to build a redstone contraption. We got some raised hands in chat. Spangleby raises her hand, saying, I don't watch your videos. Shut up, Spangle. Oh, I bet you watch them all the time, you. Oh, we'll go fly up top. We'll go fly up top, and we'll have a look. But I don't have rockets. That's why I'm walking this way. That's why I'm walking this way. Rockets be orange box. Brain says. That's what my brain says. Oh, hello. Please go in there. Very good. Hello, YouTube. That needs to be emote, says Average Martin. I think it should, but the emote pixel size is a little too small for that many letters. Okay, here we go, peeps. Are you ready? Are you ready? What are you going to see? What's behind me? Oh, hello. Oh, hello. This is what we've been building. This is what we've been doing this season. Goodness me, it makes no sense. What is that? What kind of cryptic, hypnotic shapes are these? This doesn't look like Minecraft. Where are the square blocks? Oh, jeez. Please fly. No, Mumbo must be blowing stuff up again. I couldn't fly. There we go. Jay Wildman says, wow. Wow, indeed, right? It's incredible. MC Escher style base, says you, Dalfred. You could certainly... I'm going to call it the Ottomania base. That's what I'm going to call it. And I've been working with Otter on the inside. So I've come up with a pattern to go from the bottom to the top, or almost the top. And now what we've got to figure out is how to connect things together. I might make some adjustments actually. I think it might be a smart idea to keep these windows on display, so whenever you look like through the build, you can look back and see like the carts and the guardians flapping around and dying. But hey, you'll see what we're going to build in here real soon. Is that beacon centered? Says Linkin Park Forever. It is not centered, and that is fine. I just didn't want to spend time moving the beacon. It's not going to be there forever. It was already there. I put it down just quickly, and it wasn't centered, and that's fine because when it really needs to be centered, if it's going to be permanent, it will be. But right now, it doesn't make sense to move it around when I am just digging. You know, seems like a waste of time to me. All right, noises in the ear. Darth Ninja 18 is here, resubscribing for 8 months in a row, saying woohoo. 8 months, you rock us, humor. Thank you ever so much, man. I appreciate your kind message, and thank you for your 8 months of support. We got Peter Durr 72 resubscribing for 2 months in a row, saying X gon' give it to ya. He gon' give it to ya. X gon' give it to ya. What? Thank you ever so much for your support, man. Appreciate it. Glad you enjoyed the song. That was an epic part of Hermitcraft history. I mean, the whole Civil War, the diss track. Air quotes, brilliant stuff. Brilliant stuff. I thought you said the beacon is scented. No, it's not scented. Scented, not scented. I've got a scented beacon. It smells like cobblestone. Actually, you need to build yourself a base in the Christmas area of your Yeti skin, says Adam Vogue. The Yeti skin will stay while it's cold. As long as it's cold, I need a Yeti skin. That's the way I look at it. Okay, we need torches. No, not iron bars. They don't light anything up. Let's put down torches. Now I'm on the horse. I don't want to be on the horse. I want to drink my tea. How long do you reckon Hermitcraft Season 6 will go on for, says Bob? I reckon probably at least a year. Well, definitely a year. All our seasons are lasting more than a year. This season's got legs. It really feels like it, you know? Exoskeleton says it's a bit of a shame that all of the traps got triggered. Maybe that was one of the downsides with the way we did things, you know, is that in our base at least, the traps all spread out and it was a bit of an element of chance as to who was going to find one and set it off. So, you know, lesson learned for next time there's a civil war. Doubt there'll ever be one again though. I mean, you can't have periodic civil wars. Goodness me. Right, time to switch the pick. Hashtag switch the pick. Oh geez, X read my comment and my headphones fell off sadly, says Adam Vogue. Unfortunate timing. My headphones, I'm surprised they don't fall off more. They're full of tape. I was going to show them in the video that I was recording the other day. Yeah, so I was recording like a office tour video. I had all these amazing jokes planned. Oh, so much funny stuff for that video. And recording it wasn't going so great, and then I was like, I am spending a lot of time recording and not building this PC. And I am so glad that I didn't try to keep recording, because with the PC problems I've had, and the fact that I didn't know how to build a PC, that video would have turned out pretty awful, and pretty long and unstructured, and I think I made the right decision to not actually turn it into a video. But I did like a little office tour bit, and it was quite funny. But it'll never see the light of day. So thanks a lot. It says we saw them when you did the face reveal. Oh, did you now? Did you now? You saw it when I did the face reveal video. Gotcha. Badger? No, Dachin. God, I thought it said Darren. Dachin Shimmer says, I would still watch it. I'm sure many of you would, but I want to release it when I'm happy with it, you know? And I wasn't happy with it. I knew it could have been better. And having seen where the PC building process went and how difficult it would have been to film, I definitely made the right decision. Like, you need a good setup and a workflow to do that kind of stuff, and I didn't have either of those things. So, yeah, unfortunately my GoPro 7 doesn't work as a webcam. Now, when it works as a webcam, it means that I can record and go straight into editing. So that's quite a fast workflow if I can, you know, kind of hit record and stop record on my computer like I would with a Minecraft video, because then I know what I'm recording and then I can edit it on the fly. Whereas if I'm going to record it with the GoPro and it not be attached to the computer, there's all sorts of like file transferring and having to adjust and reshoot things, and it really slows down the whole process, which is unfortunate. Why are we digging, says Heavy Discus? Because we've got to clear out this space for my base. Alright. It's just the way this game works. We seem to like building underground in this game. It's just a thing we do. The Black Ranger PL is here resubscribing for 32 months in a row, saying, I'm pretty sure I had it like a week ago. I sent a message saying half a stack a month. Twitch be twitchy, it seemed. Yeah, basically the new subsystem lets you sub twice this month. Your everyday Twitch is, hey X, do you have any recommendations on an electric guitar? I've been playing acoustic for about a year and I'm ready to get an electric. I would do research into what musicians you like and maybe what guitars they play. Like, I brought some really significant, well, I say a couple of significant guitars. I brought an 8-string guitar to play Meshuggah, and like that was a revelation. That was a brilliant decision because I thoroughly enjoyed playing their songs in that guitar. I also brought a 7-string Ibanez Universe, which was the first like real proper mainstream 7-string guitar. And like in researching and looking at it, because it looks gorgeous, it looks absolutely gorgeous. It's got this green dot finish, and oh, it's just an amazing guitar. And I realised that all these bands that I like love and listen to, like Meshuggah used it, Morbid Angel and Korn, and there's a few others I think, like maybe did Carcass use it? There were some significant bands in the 90s that used this 7-string guitar, and like, it was amazing to play the same guitar and then play those songs. Oh, that was such good fun. So yeah, like what experience are you looking for? What maybe it's about tone. What tone do you want to have on your guitar? I just wanted to like play the songs of the bands that I love. That's where I found my kicks with the guitar, is just playing along to the songs I love. So by having guitars that complemented those bands, it like really helped me get going on the guitar. Asuma, may I ask when the next stream of Parkitect will be, says Dear Shemi. Most likely tomorrow and Tuesday, and we're going to try and blitz through some levels and figure out where the end of the game is. Because at some point I do want to start Astroneer, so maybe Astroneer will start on Thursday. I'm probably not going to stream Wednesday. Do you play any other instruments, says Fiona Gordon? Well, I used to play piano and keyboard, but since I've been in this house I haven't even unboxed my, my drum kit or anything. It's just one of those things. One day I may just get back into doing all of this. But I love doing streaming so much, I've become really content with the idea of just focusing on this and not playing guitar at the moment. It's kind of strange, but I think some people are like that. I think most people are probably like that you're going to go through phases and changes, and not everything is always going to be at the same pace or tone. Like, yeah, I love music, but you know, right now it makes sense for me to follow these other things that I'm doing instead of playing guitar. Piano and keyboard, he said. Never even mentioned drums. Oh, did I say did I say piano and keyboard? I meant keyboard and drums. Goodness me, what a fool I am. Assuming you're a music nerd, says UGM Trash. I agree 100%. I'm definitely a music nerd, there's no doubt about it. Loud and proud, you know. Asphyx says, X, what do you think about people calling Minecraft a child's game? It's just something that people do. We just like to label stuff that we're ignorant about, right? Like, once you've spent some time in this community, checked out, you know, who makes videos, you'll probably realise that, yeah, children play it. Yeah, there's people that make videos for children. There's also adults playing this game, and teenagers and young adults and all in between, you know. It's a game for anyone. And it certainly has a large child audience, but it doesn't make it a child's game. It's weird because, like, when I first got introduced to this game, when it was 2010, 2011, and people talked about this game, like, no one said, like, child's game. Like, it wasn't seen like that. But around the time they released the game, they certainly started to push the graphical style a little bit more towards a younger audience. Very deliberate decision of Mojang to do that around the time that Notch left, I think. Also played by old people, says Elder IKP. Indeed, indeed, I'm aware. X, what's your favourite music genre? I personally love lo-fi and jazz hop. I'm a huge fan of jazz hop. Love Nuja Bez is one of my favourites, as well as like earlier Tribe Called Quest records. Jazz hop is just fantastic. But I love all sorts of music. If ever you want to know about what I'm listening to, my music blog, go to Google, search Asuma Music Blog. I write about music like pretty much every other day, if not every day. you know. UGM Trash says, I love that Minecraft can be whatever you want. Absolutely. And do you know what's going to be even more of that? Hytale in the future. I really think Hytale is going to be like a game engine in some way. It's going to almost be like a game with a block game engine built into it, which is what Minecraft has always felt like it needs to be. And the development and the directional push towards making it that has always just been rather slow. But, I mean, they are going that way. Cheeky music blog plug, says Neil Green. I mean, hey. It's my live stream. I'll plug it if I want to. Yellow Harold, thanks for sharing the link. I appreciate it. Ollie says, did you have a chance to check out the album I sent you on Twitter? Ollie, I bookmarked it so I could buy it later on. I just haven't brought it yet. I listened to it once and I was just like, this is absolutely my cup of tea. Absolutely my cup of tea. If a few days ago I listened to it, but if I remember correctly, it's got quite a few gloomy, like, melodic sections for it. Like, I kind of remember there just being more of that melodic insight that you hear in that style of music, right? Like, it's too often is it like heavy raw kind of with, oh, but we've got a little bit of light stuff going on over here. I heard that one more like, hey, the light stuff's really kind of massive and good, and it's also heavy, you know. Glad you liked it, Ollie. Thanks for sharing it, man. Sonny says, X, go in a call with Mumbo and help him dig. Mumbo does not need my help. I asked him and he said he was fine. Jeez, you know. Mumbo's doing his own thing. He's streaming. I'm streaming. I'm not thinking about jumping in a call with anyone. I'm thinking about talking to Ollie. Yo, are you telling me that you want me to ignore chat and not read your messages and chat to Mumbo? Is that what you're telling me? You know. Professor Biscuit is here, resubscribing for 14 months in a row, saying, I'm a dwarf and I'm digging a hole, a diggy diggy hole, a diggy diggy hole, and I'm a dwarf and I'm digging a diggy 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 hole. 14 months. Whoa, thank you ever so much, Professor Biscuit, for your support. I appreciate it. And I hope you enjoy the stream. Is that a Yogscast quote? Zapdos26 is here, resubscribing for 38 months in a row, saying, this just makes me feel old. XV at heart. I remember rushing home from HS High School to catch the streams. Awesome, dude. Thank you so much for your support over the years. I appreciate it and hope you enjoy the stream. I didn't know about the music. Can't wait to check out the prog rock, says Marion. I'm a massive fan of prog rock. Especially Genesis. Genesis will probably always be my favourite prog rock band. All of their eras, like they have like kind of like two big sounds and a sort of in between era. And I think probably the in between era with Phil Collins when they still sounded like their early prog rock stuff. That's probably my favourite of all three. But yeah, I don't think I've written about a lot of. I certainly haven't written a lot about old prog rock on there. Some modern-y stuff, some metal rock, progressive metal that's got like prog rock in it. I've written about on there. There'll definitely be a tag for that. So on my music blog, it's set up so at the bottom of the page, on every page, you can search. You could just press Ctrl F and type in the name of the artist that you like, and on every single page on the blog is every single artist I've ever written about. You can browse by rating, you can browse by genre, you can browse by year. And that's all down the side of the blog. And then that's about it. That's about all I've got to say. My father got me to know Genesis, says Freaky Sweat. Same here. Same here. I like the longer songs of Genesis, says Freaky Sweat. What about Old Medley? That's always been one of my favourites from their live record. Well, because it's like all the old songs rolled into one. We've got a noise in here from Funky Coaster, who's resubscribing for 18 months in a row, saying, sending lots of love. The whole war was amazing. Looking forward to what's next episode. Tuesday. Funky Coaster, Tuesday is indeed the next episode. I'm glad you enjoyed the war. Thank you so much for your support. In the next episode, you will see that in my base, we dig out a ginormous hole. You won't believe it. It's sort of, it is, in fact, it's actually what we're doing right now, you know. I'm in the middle of recording the episode. And I guess our progress here will be in it very soon. Cool, let's make sure we are still plopping down these torches so stuff don't spawn everywhere. That's what I'm worried about. When you were talking about Genesis, I thought you were referring to Justice's music. I've listened to Justice as well. They don't have an album called Genesis or anything, do they? I like their artwork on their albums. Anyone here listen to Camel, says Marion. I've listened to Camel. Mirage is the classic that I've listened to a couple of times. Not enough to really talk about them. But I've listened to quite a lot of those old classic prog rock records. So why are you digging a hole? I have asked a lot of times, but you won't answer, says Mr. Magmatizer. Well, my friend, there are a lot of messages in chat. I can't answer them all. We are digging out a giant hole because this is where my base is going to be. My base is going to be a big, giant, empty space underneath the monstrosity up there. And then it will lead into some other rooms where we build things like sorting systems. It's crazy, I know. It's cray-cray. X, you're way too much of a music nerd, says I Love Cats, and you love it. I love music nerds. That should be your new username. No, I'm messing with you. Also, I Love Cats is here with a noise in the ear saying you should have a place you can post the music you're currently listening to every time you listen to it, not just the blog. I wonder what it could be. If we didn't forget to discuss it in the meeting yesterday, like a bunch of idiots. Oh yeah. I just wanted I wanted a place to like dump off really cool music when I discover it in Discord, or like just have a place to discuss music or share it a little bit more. But I use Last.fm, so every song I ever listen to is like recorded, like tracked, and I can look through my stats and all this stuff. It's a really cool website. Been using that for 13 years, I think. Goodness me. Goodness me. I wonder how like the internet's like this thing that's going to stick around forever, and then I think with things like Last.fm, you wonder if they ever thought of it as being as sustainable as this far along in time, because 13 years is a long time to have a website up for, and when they started that, I'm not sure if they ever thought, let's build this thing for people to use in 13 years, you know? Okay, this is all in the area that we don't really need to access anymore, so we'll just fill in this water. Probably the quickest way. I do have sponges, but you know, this is fine. This is adequate. That's the point I'd make, it's adequate. Right, and then everything here will be dug back out again, so even though it's cobble and not stone, can't instant mine it, there's not too much to get rid of. And that should be it. Awesome, well handled. Badger says, I would love a music channel on the Discord. I joined Joe's the other day and I keep spamming it with my playlists. Ah, Joe's Discord. I hear that Joe like does poetry slams and stuff like that, which sounds cool. Motorang says, I agree. Maybe a channel on the Discord for music discussions. Yeah, maybe we could do that. Like, in my mind, the community is often like an extension of myself to some respect, and the things that I do. And I do more than just videos, right, and streams, so I don't see why there couldn't be a place for that to exist within the Discord. We're gonna know. Oh, by the way, Cats, thank you so much for the donation. I appreciate your support as always, buddy. Bane Silverwing is here, resubscribed for 17 months, saying it's been months since I could join a stream. Work frowns upon watching streams midday, even if I could at work at the same time. Yeah, I mean, there's that kind of attitude in workplaces that things like music or streams distract you, and I think some types of work they probably will. I remember working a job where they let me listen to music all day, and it didn't really affect my productivity at all. The type I was doing, I was just moving around a warehouse, grabbing stuff, you know, and like it totally worked to just have some headphones on. I think I used to just put it in one ear when I was in like a busy area where forklifts were going around, but for me, like being my own boss, my day is spent doing stuff while listening to music. It's always happening in my head. There's always something in there, and I couldn't do it without. I would just get irritated and annoyed that I'm not listening. So if ever you employ X in the future, if ever you interview some fella and he comes in talking, oh, cup of tea. Oh, speaking of which, my cup of tea's gone cold. Ugh, dirty. Talking about eye breaks. Talking about derps, alright. If you employ me, just remember I'll be listening to music. Don't even know what this is. Some sort of application to a job. Hi, if you're considering employing me, I'm going to demand things. Mickey's Gun says, how are you feeling about the recent news article 13? I mean, it sounds like it's been postponed / put aside. I'm not really sure what's going on with it. It's so hard to keep up with that. It just feels like it's one of the less talked about things on the internet. We've had stuff like, was it called SOPA in the past, and you know, the whole internet went wild over it, and it was very easy to stay informed. But with Article 13, it's just been, I don't know, just never seemed to come across anything. And when I do searches for it, it's all outdated articles and stuff. X will demand an eye break on the job too. Yeah, I will. Gruder Legends is here, resubscribing for 24 months in a row, saying, finally caught a stream. Hermitcraft Civil War was truly the most ambitious crossover. Oh yes, it was. It was, and it was really good. I hope that we try to do more ambitious things and work better together as a group in the future as well, because that was a really, really fun project. Gruder, thank you so much for your 24 months. That's a diamond face in chat right there. And we got Syntax Error 37, who's resubscribing for 26 months in a row, saying, hi X, Twitch is twitchy, and I got this option twice. Yep, for this month they are redoing the whole subscription system, so you're able to sub twice, basically. So thank you for your continued support, buddy. Look out for the uses left on the pickaxe. Don't be a mumbo. Don't worry, I'm not a mumbo. I'm not a spoon, I'm a derp. You see that derp counter? It's on 0. We haven't derped in a long time doing these streams. I don't know why. It's like my brain is functioning normally. Groove Samaravine says, I'm with the G team. That herd of nerds that are getting burnt by my words. They need some sunscreen, jeez. Do you see what I did there? Amazing. You've jinxed it now, X, says Jay Wildman. We'll see. We'll see about that. X, you have a beard, says Good Asuma. I do. It has regrown itself after my mini identity crisis, where I shaved off my beard and laid down on a bed with my head in my hands going, goodness me, what have I done? My beard is gone. And then I had to laugh at myself, and I went, it is amazing how shaving off facial hair can give you a identity crisis. It was a small one, okay? I got over it pretty quick, but it did make my stomach hurt for a while, and I just found that fascinating. But that's the thing, right? Like, we all have some sort of self-presentation in mind, and yeah, you know, your brain is a funny thing. Do you ever visit the Plot World services, Holder? Yeah, I do, probably once or twice a week. Midlife crisis hype, says Emil Lurks. Oh, that midlife crisis hype. Karsix is here, subscribing with Amazon Prime. Karsix, thank you ever so much for using your Amazon Prime subscription on me. I appreciate it. Hope you're enjoying the stream. Having a good time. Ask Mumbo's Minecraft avatar about losing hair in Crisis. Yeah, look at that. Look at that mouth. His camera account's doing all right. Do you know Green don't have no mustache or mouth? Looks really strange. I mean, I'm just rocking some Yeti hair right there. It looks good. It looks slick. You know. Okay, let's go like that. Could just go down a little bit further is what I'm thinking. My grandpa shaved his beard for the first time in 30 years and no one recognised him, says Udium Trash. Not even his own grandchild. Who are you? And get out of my granddad's house. Person who looks like my granddad without a beard. Tag Gaming Incorp says, thanks a lot for the Factorio series on YouTube. It has helped this noob out a lot. Peeps, it's time for a cheeky Factorio plug. If you have never heard of this game, go to my channel and check out the series that I'm doing on Factorio. Okay, you might not be aware that it's there, and I'm letting you know. And if you've played the game and you haven't checked out the series, be sure to do so. It is going to start out as a kind of beginner's introduction, showing you how to do some of the basic stuff. Then it's going to get a bit crazy spaghetti base, and eventually it's going to get into like power play kind of territory is my plan. I got loads of ideas, loads of improvements from my live stream series to bring to that, and I was a little bit concerned by the way that YouTube will sort of de-promote stuff based on how one video does to another, but I decided, hey look, I am having so much fun making these videos, and I would rather that be the determining factor of what I want to put on my channel at the moment. Right, so for this Factorio series, not getting as many views, that's fine. We're just going to power through and do it anyway. And I'm going to have an immense amount of fun, you know? That is my plan. Our Factorio stream's over, says Martin. Yes, they are now pretty much officially over, unless I do a multiplayer one with my patrons. That went through my mind the other day, and I went, oh. But I think the way we would do it as a group would be to perhaps get blueprint books that everyone shares, so we have like uniform ways of building all the different parts of our base together. So there'd be less spaghetti and discoordination or something. Anyway, that's another thought that went through my head, you know. Link Day says, hey X, just got to see all the digging in the other channels, but what is it about? We are digging the underside of my base. Oh yes, we are. Careful playing Factorio, it drains your soul, says T177A07. Yeah, I got a good manage on how much time I'm spending it. I'm also starting off by using AFK a lot to progress. It's like I'm not setting up a base for high bandwidth. I'm setting up a base to store a large amount of items over time. And then I do my research slowly and just AFK while the potions do their thing, right? So this means when I get to the later stages of the game, I'm going to have like stockpiled materials for building with, and I'm trying to play it just efficiency with time, you know, because I'm very aware of how that game can kind of suck you in and make you just feel like kind of like one more block, right? Like one more adjustment, one more efficiency, one more expansion, one more adventure killing aliens, and I want to play it smart. Ring, 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 banana phone. I should just start singing that for the rest of the stream, just on loop. Ring, 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 banana phone. Do, 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 do. Ring, ring, ring. Sorry, I don't know if anyone knows what I'm talking about. It popped into my head. I decided to sing it. Okay, is that allowed? Is that allowed, people? Am I allowed to sing a song when it pops into my head? Is that okay? Is that okay? No, says Lizzie Bess. Someone's seen that video. Someone knows what I'm singing. Patcher says I love you. Someone else definitely knows what it is then. I do know that song, says Rocket. It was this funny old video back on Newgrounds back in the day. And it was just like some... I don't know, someone like picks up a phone and it's like ring, 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 banana phone. But then they never stop hearing it and they go insane and they kill their friends. Jeez, that ended on a sad note. They're cartoon friends, might I point out. Thank you, server. It's probably being lagged by Mumbo and all his TNT right now, isn't it? There we go. Oh, we got a noise in the ear. It's iLoveCat saying ding dong, ding dong, dong ding, banana phone. Ding dong, ding dong, ding dong, ding, banana phone. That's it. Yeah, thank you, cats. Appreciate it. Someone else knows it. Thank you so much for the support. Surprise Tolbert says, X, can you pop in some Rick Astley into your head? Never gonna give. No, I don't want to sing that one because that song is actually incredible. Like, when it became this meme and people like shared it, I was like, I like getting rickrolled. This song is like actually kind of awesome. Although it's like some sort of quintessential cheesy pop song, his singing is great and the melody is just, you know, the whole thing is just amazing. And the lyrics. I love that song inside out. I think it's a great song. Badger says I got rickrolled today. Then today was a good day. Can we agree? Rick Astley has an amazing voice, says Hamster. Yes. I mean, he's from that era just before the 90s when they started to bring in a lot of suspicious, less talented pop acts. I think he's from the era of when you'd find someone with a voice and try and, oh my good God, turn them into a pop act. Please! Thank you! Thank you, kind server, for eating 10 of my rockets and letting me fly. That's very fair in this game, I believe. I believe that is a very, very fair way to fly. Okay, and then down here we go. Badger says it's such a classic song, but it wasn't classic until the Rickroll thing. That's the thing. Like, it was a forgotten song, and someone out there decided to do some sort of joke, and it just reignited the fact that it was a great song. That's what I believe. That's what I believe. It might not be the truth, but it's my opinion, and that makes it 100% correct. Do you know what I mean? I think you know what I mean. Let's chuck these things over here. Put you over there. And let's collect that XP, yo. Collecting it I am. Repairing things I am. Repaired they are. Hamster says, the time where voice was more important than looks for pop. I don't know. I don't know. There's always this attitude of like, oh, music used to be better in my day, and I'm always like, come on, music's always been good. It's been. Have you ever listened to classical music? You know, music's always been magical. Peeps are saying my helmet. My helmet! What? Did I flow my... Wait, where is my helmet? I threw it over... What a derp! What an absolute buffoon! Who throws away their armour? Goodness me. Who let me on this server? This is supposed to be the Hermitcraft server. The standards are higher than this, my friends. They're higher than this. X, what keyboard, mouse, and headphones do you use? Says Karsix. I use the Isuku, the Rocat Isuku. No, the Isuku is the name of the Rocat keyboard, and I use a Kova Rocat mice, and I have a Logitech G330, wrapped in tape, held together by glue and stuff. You know? See, Lizzie Best says recent music has been more CRAP than good. You know, I can't disagree more. Just at the beginning of this year, have we had some great records come out already. I just think, I don't know. Someone on Twitter said something to me once, which was like, oh, you know, none of this is as good as the old days. Like, and I was like, oh, like what records have you heard? And then they were like, oh, actually, none this year. So like, I mean, it's a bit of a broad brush to stroke, but I sometimes suspect if you're like, music today sucks, it's like you're probably not listening to any of it then, because there is more music than ever, more diversity than ever, more options available to you, more crossover, you know, so much more than we had back in the past that it's really difficult not to find something you like these days. We need X to make a guitar cover of Sicko Mode. I have listened to that song so many times and never thought about playing it on guitar. There was like one song at some point that was like either popular or just there was something that I was realising, hey, you could do this on guitar, and was considering, but I never got around to it. X's rants about music to the soothing sounds of dying pigs. Yep, that's what these streams are. Moderang says Slipknot and Tool are going to release new albums this year. WDYM, no more good music. What do you mean? I think that is. Apparently there is a Mumbo raid going on right now. Mumbo raid is... Oh, he left the game. Well, I can't ask him then. Or is Mumbo Jumbo? No, Mumbo's is... Well, Mumbo raid. Welcome, Mumbo raiders. Over to my humble Twitch channel. I know Mumbo is streaming on YouTube. I checked that out. That was a good decision of his, really, I think. Well, actually, it depends on what you want to do. Like, I think Twitch is so much nicer for the streaming experience than YouTube. But if you want to reach people, like, your YouTube channel is always going to be better. I'm kind of glad that I chose to stream on Twitch and stick with it, though. I kind of like how Twitch works and how they communicate you. And it's nice to be in two places rather than one. But, yeah, Mumbo had a huge stream going on over there. So welcome, Raiders. I like Twitch more for streams, says Weather Painter. Me too. The chat's a lot better. I was looking at Mumbo when I opened it up on my phone, and chat was moving so fast. I was looking at the video and I was thinking, what's sending more information to my phone right now, the chat or the changes on the video? It was that crazy. Whoa! Don't let me up. There we go. Oh, right, and now can I go into my base now? Thanks. Doc really did a number on the old Nether hub, says Natuk. Oh, was it Doc in there taking it apart? Awesome. I'm glad to see people chipping in. This is supposed to be the month where we get this hub done, and I've kind of rolled into it. Like, we're almost a third through February. Can you believe it? Does time disappear like those, literally like those stone blocks? Yeah, and I just kind of haven't quite gotten into the groove. But my next episode after the one we're currently making is going to be about the Nether Hub and how as a group we're going to build it, and I'll show you how it's going to work and stuff. It's going to be great. I mean, I've already done an episode like that ages ago, but this one's different, and it'll all make sense, you know. It'll make sense, trust X. We've got a noise in the ear from Stevie J1397, resubscribed for 4 months in a row. Stevie J, thank you ever so much for your resubscription. We also got Feisty Elf 101 doing cheers and throwing bits, saying Shamrock. Thank you ever so much, Feisty Elf. I appreciate your support. I hope you enjoyed today's stream, hanging out with the derp as we do digging. Also, well, welcome Mumbo Raiders. More digging for you. More digging action going on over here. And to all the peeps tuning in, if you feel like hitting that follow button, get notified of when I go live here on Twitch, you can do so. You can hear those follow noises in the ear already. Where can I find this resource pack, says No Fishu. This is Minecraft.net. This is the future look of Minecraft right here. Wait, no, it's 1.14. Or did they do it for 1. Whoa! Creeper? But where did it come from? But where did it come from? Or possibly... no, Grian's not on the server. Grian's where did that come from? It could have walked... No, that's... Hang on a second. There is not a lot of dark space territory around here. Where could that sucker have come from? This is lit up. That is kind of auspicious. Auspicious? Is that even a word? There... maybe it was here. Wow. Something blew up. Father of Apocalypse is here resubscribing for 5 months in a row. Fathering the Apocalypse also subscribing to me. Thank you. Hey X, 5 months of awesome. Also, I see you are following along with Mumbo digging. Hey, I was digging first, okay? Alright? I was digging this morning. I was digging yesterday. I've been digging for a long time. Nah, I'm messing with you. Thank you so much for the support, buddy. Appreciate it. Elk Hound 338 has subscribed with Amazon Prime. Thank you for using your Prime subscription on me. I appreciate that, and I hope you enjoyed today's stream. Auspicious is indeed a word, says Badger. I'm glad I didn't make it up, because that would have been silly. I really want to stream something, but my voice is so annoying, and my mic sucks, says Mr. Magnetizer. Well, maybe just work on finding different ranges in your voice, finding different ways of talking if you don't like how you sound. Also, try working on your microphone quality. Like, you've identified... The fact that you identified things you don't like about it is good. Some people can be a little bit clueless when they do things, and when I say that, I mean myself too, right? Like, we've all got different skills and strengths. I could go into something thinking, I know what I'm doing here, and not actually have a clue. It's just like that sometimes, right? But if you've got that eye for like self-criticism in a positive way, not in a kind of like doom and gloom way. I mean, if you're able to go, hey, I'm not sure I like how my voice sounds here. What do I need to change that? That's a good thing to have. That's a skill. You need that skill. That's what I did, right? Like, I watched my videos. I watched them back when I first got into all of this, and I had to think it through, and I had to be like, you know, like what could I do better? And that's a good thing to have. Some people won't do that, or won't do it with particular activities. Like I'm saying, there's probably something I do where I don't even think about, like, oh, I could do this better than I'm currently doing it. Maybe it's when I do fiddly stuff with screwdrivers and tools and stuff, because I'm terrible at using tools, and yeah, there's probably better ways of using them. Hopefully I'm getting my point across. I kind of made it sound a little bit mean, which I didn't want to do. Oh, jeez, we got a sub-bomb coming in here. Woah Creeper is here with a donation saying, but where did it come from? Where did it go? Where did it come from? Cotton Eye Joe. Thank you so much, Woah Creeper. I've got a feeling that's not your real name. Okay, I think your real name is I Love Creepers, but I could be wrong. Woah Creeper, thank you ever so much for your donation. I appreciate it. Hope you're enjoying the stream. Jaha 340 is here, gifting subs. So Jaha, massive thank you to you for gifting subs to people in the community. If you hear your name being read out, put a love heart in chat, because you can now do that. You got access to the emotes. Give a love heart to Jaha, Hamach Sue, JE Mar83, Lazy Muse 21, Colv, KOVL, and Index C. You are all now subscribers. Massive thank you again to Jahar for gifting the subs. We've got Songbird T resubscribing for 15 months in a row, saying, hi X, thanks to you and the Hermits for the war games. Our family has had so much fun watching, and I was full on cheering and yelling at my telly at the end like I was watching sports. GG to all involved. That's awesome. Thanks for sharing that, Songbird T. I'm glad you really enjoyed it. The feedback has, of course, been great from all around the community, so it's nice to know. Load Nikon is here, resubscribing for 17 months in a row, saying, snowy, lazy Sunday streams. Had to check Mumbo out, and glad you're still live. I'm really digging both your projects. Haha, never forget the Big Dig Season 5. Oh yes, oh yes. A lot of that fell on Scar's shoulders. I feel quite bad for that, really, because I don't think many of us quite, oh sorry, quite realised how much of that digging Scar was actually doing. But you know, Scar's a soldier. You know, if you put him in charge of something, he'll well and truly get on top of that. And yeah, well, I mean, y'all remember Season 5 and the Big Dig. It speaks for itself. It's one of the most gorgeous builds we've ever seen on Hermitcraft. You know, that's pretty much what Season 5 had. One of the best ever builds of any Minecraft world, maybe. I mean, it was a project unto itself. That it was. Suspicious Lettuce is here, resubscribing for 4 months in a row. Thank you, Suspicious Lettuce. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it is part for your favourite part of the stream, okay? It's that bit where I tell you to stop watching. That's right. Don't look at the screen. Look away. I'm not telling you to close the window and go watch another stream. I'm not telling you to check your email. And I'm not telling you to pull out your smartphone and stare at another screen. Oh no, I'm advising you that your eyes need a break from staring at all those bright lights. Those doctors, they say, if you're streaming for an hour, take 5 minutes off to not look at the screen. So look somewhere else. I'm not looking at my screen. I'm not looking at chat. I'm looking at a blank wall. I'm just staring at a blank wall. You could look out a window. Also, oh, some people have been here and heard this before, and they're like, this is getting old. And some people are new here and being like, this guy is nuts. What is that strange sound in the background? It's like he's adjusting a standing desk so he can sit for the second half of his stream. That's exactly what it sounds like. You're really smart, by the way. You're really smart that you sussed out what that sounded like. Anyway, the other things that I like to say while we take this moment to look away is replenish your fluids, drink some water. You probably forgot to drink some. You probably haven't drunk enough water today. I haven't drunk enough water today. I'm going to replenish my fluids. I'm also going to open a window. Do you know why? Do you know why? Because if your room's not well ventilated, you're cutting off the amount of oxygen going to the brain. You're lowering your own cognition. You're not operating at maximum capacity. Open a window, goddammit. That's all I asked of you. Just open a window. I don't care if it's thunder and lightning outside and the rain's blowing in and there's a blizzard. Get some oxygen. Jeez, excuses. Whew. Oh. At some point, I'm going to run out of ideas for these eye breaks, I tell you, my friends. At some point, I am going to just run out of ideas of things to say. I've been watching for a while, and I think, X, I still think you're a nutter. Thanks. I feel like a nutter when we get to that part of the stream. I'm like, this is the part where they tune out because they think I'm crazy. Crazy. Crazy like Jay-Z. Oh, that rapper. JZ. Crazy like JZ. Oh. If I were like, I don't know, someone in the industry, and I got to meet Jay-Z, I would be so tempted to call him JZ and just act like I don't know. That would just be so fun. Oh, crazy like JZ, says Badger. That's even better. That's proper rhyming right there. That's some proper rhyming skills. Alright, I gotta calm down. I Love Cats is here with a donation saying, can I just drink some H2O2 for extra oxygen? Yes, you can, my friend. But I'm not sure if it works the same way as getting the old quality oxygenated air, because the lungs is the main way you deliver oxygen into your bloodstream, right? I don't know. Maybe the stomach delivers some as well. Now I am curious. Now I need some sort of like sciencey YouTube channel to upload a video about the difference between oxygen in water and oxygen in air. Jeez, I bet there's already a video like that out. Minute Science, that's what it'll be. It'll be that ASAP Minute Science. Right. Let's keep with the digging. I mean, jeez, we're going to hit half of this room today. That's something epic right there. X asking the big question, says the Cocaine Samurai. I am indeed asking the big question. Do your eyes break whilst not streaming? They get breaks when I'm not streaming. I take regular breaks. I go on my treadmill. I go on my treadmill about 3 or 4 times a day. Sarge says, what are you going to do with a bunch of skeleton horses at the bottom of this? I don't know. They're just going to stay until I decide what I want to do with them, until an idea pops into my head, because I don't have a plan. It's chaos and madness around here. There is no plan for those skeleton horses. And we got a noise in the air. A donation here from I Love Cats. Again, Cats, thank you so much as always. You're too generous, my friend. Cat says, oh god, please don't tell people they can drink H2O2. That could kill you. I was joking! Cats! I thought you meant water. Isn't water H2O? I guess there's a 2 on the end of that. What does that mean? Why does an extra 2 make it lethal? I'm so confused. Cats, thank you for the support, man. I appreciate it. So H2O2 is probably some horrible thing then. Delicious bleach, says Badger. Is it bleach? Is it bleach? I did not know. Don't drink bleach, people. Please don't. It's not tasty. Don't be tempted. Hydrogen peroxide. Oh, it's poisonous. Goodness me. Cats trying to poison us. How could you? Bleach is NH3. Wow. Some people know their chemistry over here. I mean, I'm just sounding like I don't know anything, and that's true. That is true. I don't think I even took chemistry at school. There was a lot of classes I missed on at school. H2O's fine in moderation, says Terence. In moderation. That's like most things. We got a noise in the ear from Ali Bees. Subscribe with Amazon Prime. Ali Bees, thank you ever so much for your subscription. I appreciate your support. And I hope you enjoyed today's live stream. Badger says, "Lo, I always get peroxide and bleach mixed up. I have been dyeing my hair far too long." Wait a minute. Dyeing your hair with bleach? Oh wait, people bleach their hair? Is that a thing? Oh goodness me. Now I really don't know what I'm talking about. Chemistry isn't mandatory, says Marion. I think it is here in the UK. I think it's supposed to be. Or it was when I was in school. And Cubfan has joined the server. Welcome, Cubfan. H2O can be fatal too if you drink too much, says Dragonstar. Anything probably could, you know. You could drink yourself with water to death. Camo J says, it is in the UK and it's a pain. Orizette, thank you for the nice message. I appreciate that. Bleach is HCIO. Trust a uni biochemist. Or am I trusting someone who claims to be a uni biochemist? Question everything. Did we really land on the moon? Is there even a moon there to begin with? We must ask these questions, my friends. We must ask these questions. There's something I could talk about. Conspiracy theories. They always fascinate me, they do. X-Skull and give it to you, says Linearch. With my lyrical boxing. Let me just put on my gloves. We got a noise in the ear from Eid GYT. Thank you for the lovely message, my friend. I appreciate your support. Thank you for your 2 months. I probably butchered your name. Please, no conspiracy theories. We'll find out the half of the chat are nutters, says Badger Spanner. As if we're not all nutters to begin with. As if that was some sort of mystery. Okay? I know who I am. I know what sort of people come and watch these videos. Jeez, nutters. That's who we are. Feisty Elf is here with a donation saying, "Hey X, love your content. Be back later. Going to have a H2O2 break." Oh, brilliant. Thank you so much for the donation and support. Truly appreciate it. Peeps, do I ever tell you enough how much I appreciate all of y'all? This is the best job ever. I have so much fun streaming and making videos. I really do love it. Thank you, Feisty Elf. The old H2O2 break. AKA life break. Just having a quick break from life. Might not come back. Don't know. This might be permanent. Can you tell us the Discord, please? Says Lead Boy Rocker. My Discord is discord.gg/assumer, and all of you are invited to join it. You do have to register when you join. In fact, yesterday we were having a meeting. I think we're going to make it easier to register or something, but it's like a verification process. You can use Twitch, or you can use your Minecraft account, and maybe other things in the future. I don't know, but we've got a bustling community over there. You're free to come join us if you have Discord. If you don't know what Discord is, go look it up. It's basically like a merge of TeamSpeak and Skype, and it's better than both of those. And it's put together, and it's really great, actually. The whole Discord app is just, you know, A+. Well executed stuff. We are literally watching a man dig a hole in a video game. Of course for nutters, says Cleo. Exactly. Of course. Of course. Hold up, X. You're inviting these nutters to join us, says Spangle. More nutters. The more nutters, the merrier. X, did you like my lag alert earlier today, says Father of Apocalypse. We've had much lag with Mumbo on. In fact, the server will be a little bit nicer now. Mumbo left his camera account on. I don't know if that is intentional. Also, Cub says, it's that boy Asuma. Oh. Brilliant. Right, very nearly done half of the entire thing. Can you believe it? I'm now very motivated to get the other half done. There was something else I was considering doing. Didn't I say we'd go have a look at our witch farm? Just to get our head out of this hole, you know? We need to get our head out of the hole. Last block, bam! Did it, half. No! Now we've done half. Now we've got to fill in some holes. Right, that is gorgeous right there. Lightning bug, not so gorgeous. Girly Gamer Joyce has actually exited as Graham blowing stuff off of Mumba's witch farm, and Graham blew up his ender chest. How could he do such a thing? Right, should we go to the witch farm? X, what is for the purpose of digging your hole? Is this for another farm or is it just for space? It's literally to be empty space to look at what's on the walls. That's what this hole is for. Literally get your head out of the hole, says Groovy. Literally. Ivan the Minecrafter says, have you heard of the news for Concorp's retirement? What? No. Wait. Am I getting trolled? I think someone's trolling me in chat. They wouldn't retire Concorp. Caleb Sobo is here. Subscribe with Amazon Prime. Caleb Sobo, thank you ever so much for your subscription. I appreciate it. And I hope you enjoy the stream. Ender chests are blast resistant. I'm very curious how he figured that one out. Well, there's probably an ender chest near the explosion. X, what do you think about the Factorio services? It's muffin time. I mean, it sounds like a great idea. Maybe after Astroneer we'll do that. I imagine we'd complete the game rather quickly. So maybe what we could do is aim at playing as a group to do a, I want to do the beat the game in 8 hours thing. So maybe by doing practice runs and playing as a group, maybe one day we could do like two 4-hour streams or 2 3-hour and 2 or something, and try and speed run the whole of Factorio. Riffraff says they're retiring to spend the rest of the days golfing. Let's ask Cub again. Is this actually a thing? Did they put out a video today? Yeah, there's footage in their video. They're retiring after the war because of all the shenanigans and diamonds they made. I don't think they're really retiring. I think they're like, what would you say? Like, they're trying to get not the target of. Oh, can't quite think of the right phrase. I'm sure you know what I mean. Hockey Panda says, how's the Nether Hub coming? It's coming great, actually. Docs, I think, has been ripping out the middle, and there's been loads of concrete being placed. We are not retiring, we have retired. Nah, that's not a real retirement, I tell you. I tell you now, there's all this suspicion, the war, they funded both sides, they made loads of diamonds. They'll be back. They'll be back. We're going the right way, by the way. I know it. Ooh, now is not a good time for lag. Ah, a couple of portals here. But not my portal. I kind of know... I kind of remember this bit. Right, am I down here somewhere? Oh, goodness me. I need to be more prepared. Oh, actually, that's kind of terrifying. Not knowing where you're flying into all this lava around. I am not seeing what I want to see, which is the problem. So maybe I am further this way and these portals have thrown me off a little bit, because they are not my portals. And there is a glass tunnel here. Oh, what if I've gone entirely the wrong direction? Or maybe I'm up top in this space? It has been a while, and I'm sort of flying on a whim. There's another portal there. But that's not my portal. I saw a portal covered, says Pants. That's not what we would be looking for. We'd be looking for a hole with a cobblestone pillar coming out of it. It could be up there and it could be down below. I've got a feeling it's probably not anywhere in this area. This is nearly derp status, says Sergeant Bethany. I'd disagree. I kind of did say, hey, I haven't been here in ages and it might be tricky to find. And it is proving tricky to find. If this is even near. I know I've sort of initially flown in the right direction. Maybe these pillars are actually... Do you remember the general coordinates as was up? No, I don't think I even... Well, I might have a note somewhere, but I'm certainly not remembering it. I think it was higher up than where we are, and I think it was further out, but I haven't seen what I wanted seen. Okay, so if I want to fly, here would be a better spot to try and take off. But it wasn't out this way. It was hugging. It was closer to the wall. And I remember the silenced being here as well. That's the other strange thing. I just can't see anything that resembles... Whoa. Okay, wait a minute. We're in a slightly different area. There is a... This was not productive. I needed to have known exactly where I was going first. This is not productive. But it feels like it could just be anywhere here, you know? Like I might just be standing right on top of it. And it would definitely have the silence thing nearby. And we were just down there a second ago. I'm going to go back... Now I'm starting to wonder if I remembered the wrong thing. This wasn't me. This doesn't feel like me. That's actually Wells's ink sac farm. Please fly. Oh, that would have been horrible if it had stopped flying. Let's go check out what's to the other side of these portals then. Because this feels very close to the area, so maybe they like link up or something. Father of Apocalypse has posted the suspected coordinates of my witch farm. That's interesting. Oh, this is an Iskall project, isn't it? And it's kind of... If you're right, Father, it's kind of nowhere near here. Right, it's not near Iskall's project, so let's say it's actually further across. I think I might redo my flight a little bit here, and okay, we're down to 21 rockets. We need to think about being able to get back. Okay, so we've come from... Oh, wait a minute. Have I got turned around here? I have. This is the way back to the hub. Oh, good God. Down here. So if I was actually supposed to be further across this way, then maybe if I come over to here, I don't remember being able to see the fortress. This does not... I really feel like that area behind me was the correct spot. This is probably not it. No, there was no Nether Fortress. I'm going to give up and go back. Sorry, peeps. I can't remember how to get there. That was a bit hairy, flying through like that. Father Apocalypse says, go to 92 minus 488. Well, here's the thing. The second coordinate you give me there is opposite axis. And I'm pretty sure the witch hut was this way. Are you getting it from my video? Because if it's not this direction, I do not remember flying the other way, which is what concerns me. Yeah, like 500 blocks in that direction, I have no recollection of flying anywhere in that direction to get to my witch hut. It was always from that side that I came. Yes, says Father Apocalypse. Well, I'll go watch my video later and see if it jogs my memory, because I really don't think I came from that direction, but that's fine. When he says, "Lol, watching X get lost in the Nether makes me appreciate LPMT's Axis tunnel system." Yeah, well, we haven't finished our hub, so I don't have everything hooked up yet, but when we do, that'll make life easier over there. So we've got a bit of a challenge over on this area, because we've got loads of the ocean intersecting this space, which means yikes, basically. That's what it means, yikes. Did we just lose music? We just lost music. I Glove Thy Flob is the name of one of these songs. Let's put 185 on. Oh, it was never on shuffle. I see now. Welcome to Exploring the Nether with X, says Terence. I mean, I see a lot of derps and a lot of face palms. I believe I gave a disclaimer that I wasn't quite sure where it was. Not everything is a derp, peeps, okay? Okay, intentionally exploring with the knowledge that you might not be able to find it is not derping. I'll tell you that now. I'll let you in on a little secret. Okay? I've been in the brain smart zone lately. I ain't been derping. That wasn't a derp, jeez. Where was X going in the Nether, says Neil Green. I was trying to find my witch farm. And I really could be wrong, right? Like, that it weren't in that direction. But that's what I remember. I specifically remember flying over that terrain. And the terrain looked very similar. And, like, the similar landmarks were there. But it just wasn't the same thing for some reason. And I couldn't find the way in, which sucks. But X, is your Guardian farm compatible with the Legacy Console Edition? Probably, possibly, but I really wouldn't know because I don't play that edition. So, you know, some of the principles work the same on both systems. So you can always build your own design, you know, based on what you see working in that world. That's another way to play it. I'm going to have to make another shulker box for all this prismarine, aren't I? Of course I am. And it's filled up my inventory again. Let's go put it away. Where's the nether helmet toss derp, says Quop. I guess I never pressed the dirt button for that, okay? You get one. You get one today. And that's the only one you get in. Jeez. By the way, I've completely zoned out on noises in the air while we've been exploring the Nether. BM5K Actuals here doing cheers and throwing bits. BM5K, thank you ever so much for the cheers and bits. I apologise for being late on noticing that. You know, I'm a little bit absorbed in the game. Please forgive me. Please forgive me for my lack of attention. And thank you so much for your support. Wench, Unknown Tech even. Unknown Tech, it kind of... Yeah, I kind of got there in the end. 8 months in a row saying, I'm back, KX. Thank you ever so much, Tech, for the 8 months. Welcome back. Glad to have you back with us. And I hope you enjoy the stream. Bunch of dirt fiends, all I can say, says Charlie Panda. You know it, Charlie. You know it. Bunch of dirt fiends hanging out here. Fiending for their dirt. Oh, please, sir. Please, sir. Please make a mistake. We've got a noise in the ear from Gamer Chick, who's resubscribing for 20 months. No, wait, 25 total. That's how it works now. This is going to get confusing. Resubscribing for 25 months. Saying, wow, 25 months. What's going on? Here's to you, bud. Cheers. Thank you. Appreciate you, Gamer Chick. Thank you for the support. Yeah, now you're a diamond face in chat because of the new Twitch system. So thank you so much for your support over the months. Truly do appreciate it. I hope you enjoy today's Liggity live stream. Right, let's get rid of this old conduit base. We came here for Minecraft and stayed for the derps, says Terence. Stayed for those derps. Shawnee YX is here. Resubscribing for 2 months in a row, saying, woohoo, 2 months. Also, your Harmony extension wants updating. Oh, yes, it does. It always wants updating. Thank you so much for the support, buddy. I appreciate it. Hope you're enjoying the stream. Asuma, you gotta say resubbed XX. Resubbed. It will take me a while, but I'll get into the habit of saying something proper at some point. You know, no guarantee. I mean, habits die hard. Usually for me, the derpy habits die hard. Also, let's get those torches now. We don't want stuff spawning up here. Oh no, we don't. And there are blocks over here to be collected. And they're going underneath the glass. Why did you fill in the conduit hole only to mine it out so it fills water back in, says Sergeant Burfany. Well, everything's got to go eventually. So it don't really matter. What are you digging, says Bob. We are digging out this entire space for the middle of my base. It rhymes, and that's all good. Ah! I fell down. And I fell down. Hey, what does STAR stand for, says Toast Chest? I don't know, okay? It's not like I'm a part of the STAR team, and I know what our own team name stands for. Goodness me. You're thinking too much of me, I tell you. So many bats, says Skeleton Man. Yep, they spawn up here in the dark, and then they fly to the light, which is usually near to where I'm standing, right? Because we don't want to dig in the dark. And I must not forget to put down the torches. We need the torches. Your pick, someone says. My pick! Yes, I've got a pick. I do have a pick. We're using it to dig. We can't stop here. This is backcountry, says Gamer Chick. It is sort of their territory, I'll give you that. If they ever add useful drops for bats, you're going to have a great opportunity for a bat store, says Sergeant Bethany. The best way to do it is to go down to bedrock and build a dark room that only bats can spawn in, and then attract them to the light with torches outside. Then you can just sort of stand and click at them. It's pretty good. This one's already been filled in. Pre-filled in conduit thing. When did that happen? Dude, you are just standing in the way. You know what you're doing. You know you're getting in the way. And I can't kill you because you're already undead. Right, we need more torches. You dig with a shovel and mine with a pick, says General Cross. That's how this game works. Oh, all this time I was doing it the other way around. X-Mumbo had 22Ks on his live stream earlier. I saw. That's what happens when you stream on YouTube. You get to your audience more directly. Okay, let's do that. And we got some diorite. Diggity diorite. Saving that for Iscal. He's always asking me to keep diorite for him. And then, what was the other thing we wanted? Why did we come back here? Lights, torches, camera action. No. Let's go grab those lights, you know. So why do you stream on Twitch, says the Small War? Twitch was the place to stream because YouTube didn't have streaming when I got started. And I have a contract with them, so I stay here. But I don't think I'd want to move. I mean, if I could stream on both, I probably would, to be fair, just because more people would be able to watch on YouTube. But I wouldn't. I probably would only stream to YouTube, and it would all be about the community and what's happening on Twitch. But I can't do that, so it is what it is, and it's fine. I love it. Twitch is a great place to stream. And we got a noise in the ear, some cheers and some bits from Eagle Fam. Eagle, thank you as always for your cheers and bits, I appreciate it. And I hope you enjoyed the stream that we're doing here today. Digging a hole! I don't know if you saw Mumbo's stream, but he was digging, now I'm digging. It's digging season on Hermitcraft. And the Concorp have retired, but I am suspicious, my friends. I do not believe they have retired. I believe they're trying to get rid of the heat. That's it, they're trying to get rid of the heat. That's what they're doing. I wonder what will happen to all their shops then. Maybe they will get rid of those Concorp maps and logos and take apart some of their Concorp shops. I've got a feeling that's not what's going to happen. Oh, I've got a feeling. The eagle has landed, says Camo J. The eagle has landed. Where do they say retired, says Green? I think they've put out a video, like maybe while I'm streaming, or maybe it's just one I haven't watched yet, but they put out a video. Cubfan confirmed it, and someone said it was in their video, so it sounds like they are air quotes retired. I am very suspicious. Okay, I do not believe that they have retired. I believe this is just a new chapter in the Concorp scheminess of things, you know. So who is the most evil hermit, says Morgan off. Peeps, jeez. Tell them who the most evil hermit is by putting a particular emote into the chat. I command it of thee. XVX evil. Who's the most evil hermit? Goodness me. Goodness me. There it is. There it is. Although Spangle thinks that me doing a dirt might be evil as well, it would appear. I'm not so convinced. Let's get rid of this water with some cobblestone. Not the smartest way to do it, but I don't care. I don't want to use my brain. I don't want to think. And we've got a noise in the ear from Eagle Fam, who is gifting a sub to Christopher Wildy for 2 months. Eagle, thank you so much for supporting the community. Christopher Wildy, if you hear your name, it's because Eagle Fam has gifted you a sub. Appreciate you both. Thank you ever so much. Gamer Chick is putting a different someone in chat. I see. Maybe that's an evil hermit. I get you. I'm picking up what you're putting down. Lodge Durgarball, oh, I butchered that name, says, I don't know, after the end of all the war videos, I'm inclined to say Iskow is the most evil. Maybe it is true. Maybe we need some sort of evil barometer on the server to measure the levels of evil that are going on. You could use the Prismarine, says Max Time. I could have, couldn't I? And that would have mined quicker. I didn't even think of it. I'm clearly not cut out for this game, that is for sure. And here I am thinking, oh, next thing I'll do is mine out all the gravel. No, doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense at all. Let's do things a bit more efficiently than that. Let's start. We need some smooth sandstone around here. Oh, and apparently over there, you know, where I just happened to miss 2 blocks, in a very difficult place to put them back again. Ugh, not very smart, am I? But I wonder if I can think of a wacky way to perhaps. Yeah, I can think of a wacky way to do that. Oh, jeez! We got a sub bomb coming in. Okay, wow, that is a lot of people. Eagle, thank you ever so much as always for your continued support. I can't thank you enough. I appreciate you that you're giving the subs to the peeps in the community, you know. And we're just gonna have a whole bunch of noises in our ear for the next minute. So when they're done, I will go through and read out all of the names of the people. And yeah, maybe check now in chat before I read them out. You might have a subscription. You might be able to throw the emotes. You might be able to call X a derp, you know, the efficient way. The efficient way is using the emote. Okay, smooth sandstone. The sandstone that is smooth. Really loving the music today, says TN Qualified. I'm loving it too. I was just thinking, he doesn't need you to agree with him, in case you didn't realise, peeps. Good digging X, says Eater Lycat. Thank you. I've been digging for years. I've got digging skills. Right, here's what we're going to do. We're going to do this the madman way. That's what we're going to call it. I mean, it's not really, but hey, this is one way to get it done, you know. Just hanging out in the collecting bit of the farm. Why not? So I go here, break that block. I pick it up, don't I? Please pick it up. Oh, I did. Thank goodness. And there I was thinking I might have potentially derped in that instance of time, and it is not so. X, can you dance? Says Low. I am terrible at dancing. I don't have a dancing bone in my body for some reason. As much as I love music, I think my brain gets confused when it translates to body movements. Banging the old head or the neck is about as much as I can do. Right. Goodness me, we got another sub bomb from Anonymous. Love your poetry, by the way. And from Iloof Cats as well. Goodness me, it is subs galore today. I will start reading these names out once all of this water is filled in. That's what we're going to do. We're going to fill that in, and then I'm going to read out these names. Okay. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, if you hear your name being read out loud, need to send a love heart to Eagle Fam. You can now send a love heart because you're a subscriber. Clearly 2, Dat Matt G, Gen 1 Matt, Buck525, Wet Willy 37, Luke AMA Bob. I had to not laugh there. And now I've laughed. Bic Pizza, D Moga Thinger, Jess, PK77, Russ 1901. The Messiah. The Messiah is here. He's not the Messiah, he's a very naughty boy. Kitty Clock 530, Natilus, Lego Go 29, Tellybox, Betty Gravy, Azora of the Star, James Ronald, Elder Gotham, Don't Shove That Up My Butt. Too immature. Trig 5, Glenomine, M. Botel J 41. I probably butchered that name. Jeez. MRN. No, what was is it? Murinyan Universe. I'm pretty sure I butchered that one as well. Just regular. The O and a King. 1789. Toxic Humors. EH Wire. Torpy 404. Heavy Poda. Sneaky Man 57. It's Muffin Time. Super Shaggy. Nick P 53. Thumpender. Winnicent Holt. I've probably butchered that name. The amount of butcher emotes in chat right now is a little bit concerning, yeah. Can someone clip that name, says Julia. Yep, there's plenty of names you can clip here. Crazed Monkey 131. Sass Eraf. Lord Pharaoh 0929. Greenland HD 24. Also, by the way, the last few there were from Anonymous and from Ilu Cats. So love hearts all around. Thank you so much for your continued and beautiful support, peeps. Truly am humbled to do this. You know, playing games and hanging out with all of y'all. Wonderful. Thank you so much. Apparently this is not Instamine. I could have swore that was Instamine. I could have swore. If you'd have told me before, I would have said it's definitely Instamine, and I would have lost. If it were a bet. Don't know that it was a bet. Asfax says, can you imagine 1,300 people in one room watching the same person? Pretty crazy. Now, this room is not big enough for 1,300 people. So I hope it isn't this room you're thinking of. Right, what were we going to do? Was I going to dig over on this side? Yeah, and then I was like, oh, wait a minute, we're out of smooth sandstone, so let's go and place this all around the edges. All of the edges need the smooth sandstone. I wonder if I did this back over there. Yep, it's got it. It's good all the way around. Let's keep placing. I haven't watched your videos since the beginning of the war, and I don't know what's happening, says Scarminho. There's always the recap if you want to sort of get brought up to speed. The Hermitcraft recap. Made by Zloy, and the one known as the Pixel Riffs. Domino cookies and ice cream, along with an Asuma stream. Can't get much better. Cookies and ice cream. Oh, don't tempt me. I had a little bit of ice cream today. Gorgeous, gorgeous stuff. Man, I tell you what's tough about treats is that they're so moreish. And it's good to eat healthy and like look forward to a treat, but when you have that treat, man, you just want more every time. I want more. But I enjoyed my treats today. I enjoyed them ever so much. I don't know what I'd do about the recap. Can't keep up with the hermits. I'm subbed to let alone ones I'm not. To let alone the ones I'm not. Oh, I know what you mean. You just can't keep up. And you're not even subbed to everyone. Got ya. I mean, I think I confused myself. Probably by reading it incorrectly. Also, we've got a noise in the ear. From Mickey's Gun, subscribing here, and Eagle Fan with a donation saying, love you, buddy. Thank you, Eagle. Thank you so much, as always, for your continued support. I truly do appreciate it. And thank you again, Eagle. Can't thank you enough, can I? Appreciating your support. And to the hermits. I know you support the other hermits directly as well a lot, so appreciate you, Eagle. Thank you. Good night, I love cats, says Ollie. Cats are going to bed. Good night, cats. I can't see your message. But then again, that cat, he's always sleepy. You never know. Charlie Bander says, assume you cheeky fella. Ought to be careful with treats, eh? Which treats are we talking about now? Gamer Toss DK says, alright, I see how it is, X. I was resubbing the sub-bombs before... Wait, I was resubbing before the sub-bombs, but now I don't get any love. Oh, Gamer Toss, so sorry. Let's go and look. It is there. It is there. I did miss it. I'm so sorry. Gamer Toss resubscribing for 5 months in a row, saying, hey X, 5 months is almost a year. Is it? Jokes aside, I love your content. Keep up the good work. Thank you, man. I appreciate it, and I apologise. I apologise for missing your noise in the ear there. And Eagle Fam has gifted a sub to Charlie Panda. Thank you again, Eagle, for supporting the community. Charlie sends a love heart your way. It's always nice to see... I mean, here's the thing though, like, some names, like, I know Charlie Panda's here in chat a lot, some names stick with you, some people are in chat a lot and the names don't quite stick for whatever reason. You know, if your name is T1962735, it might not stick as much as something like Charlie Panda. But it's always nice to see the random subs go to some people that you know. But then again, there's people that probably are regulars that don't even talk. So you never know. You never know who's who, really. Who's who? Who is who? What is that? That is lava. That is lava that can kill. Therefore, we must cover the lava up. Because we don't want it to kill us. Do we now? Be right back, getting some ice cream. Lol, says Mr. Magnetizer. Oh! I want to pig out on some ice cream. I'm so disciplined, like... I can't bear to, like go over my calorie count for a day or like, pig out. Even though I talk about it. I think that's what I just need. I just need some therapy on stream to pretend like I'll do it. And then never do it. That's it. I just need to pretend I'm going to go pig out. I think also having the right opportunity helps. Like doing it for the sake of it feels like a little sad. But like, let's say, I don't know, you got friends over or you're out or doing something cool and everyone's eating and you know, just go a bit ham or whatever. Like that's a good time to indulge, I think, you know. But just doing it for the sake of it, because you haven't indulged in a while, is a bit silly, I think. We got a donation here, a noise in the ear from Totally Sleeping Cats, saying, "Do not read out loud." I need like a troll message in my head. Off the top of my head, I read it. Do not read out loud. Yesterday I put my, I don't know, some sort of thing. Yesterday I went to the doctor. And I can't think of this joke. Biff always does it. If you're streaming, Biff will say, "Oh, what did the doctor say about your rash?" That's a Biffa joke right there. That's a dad joke. I didn't read the message. Oh, okay. Yeah, I might, cats. When it comes to raiding, I always like raid a hermit first, and if not, then someone else. But yeah, that's quite a possibility, cats. So thank you for pointing that out, and appreciating your support as always. Thank you, man. I don't know if you're actually watching. Did you go to bed? I don't think you really were going to go to bed. That's what I think. Hey X, do you know about the band Silent Planet? Says Ali Bees. I don't think I have heard of a band called Silent Planet. Doesn't ring a bell. We haven't seen Biffa in a while, have we? Says Green Fugo. Biffa's around. I see him every day on Twitter. Asuma, you missed Eagle Fam's donation, says Dear Shemi. No, I read it out and I thanked Eagle as always. I'm pretty sure I read it out, did I? Or did I miss something? Eagle Fam, though, is here gifting a sub to Nick Genter 23. Eagle, thank you again for gifting the subs and supporting the peeps in the community. And Nick Genter, you are now a subscriber. Feel free to throw an emote into the chat, maybe a love heart for Eagle. And thank you for coming to the stream today. We got Akin Tuck, resubscribed 3 months in a row, saying, "I'm enjoying you digging in a hole today. Have a great day today." You know, there have been many times when I have streamed me digging a hole, and I look over at the chat and I see like, oh, this is boring, move on. But not today, actually, not today. I feel like your message just reflected that. Glad y'all are enjoying the dig. I mean, it's not the most exciting thing. We do have an interesting environment whenever we look up. We got lag as well. Jeez, playing on here today, I experienced some hard lag in my base when I was recording a time lapse, and I was thinking about the computer again, but I ain't stressing about that thing. It'll just take time, and then it'll be done when it's done. But boy oh boy, was I excited to play on that computer, and now it's like, I gotta wait. But it's fine. It's fine. I wish I had just ordered a pre-assembled one, you know. And I reckon like in 7 or 5 years when I get another one, if I need one then. It'll probably be the same thing. It'll probably be like, I'll be really tempted to build it again. Because building it is fun. Getting all those boxes, because they love to package up all the hardware in really cool looking boxes, right? And I get suckered into that a little bit, I'll admit. You know, it looks really cool and you unpackage it all and put all the pieces together. It's fun. It's fun. It is fun. I'll give you that. Asphyx says, OX, I meant to ask, how is the Hermitcraft server hosted? Which hosting and which specs? We host the server ourselves. over in Canada, so we don't use a company anymore. We used to use Cube Toast, and we picked a server that was at the market level for going to a website to buy a server, like a hard server, not a like a Minecraft server. The best thing that you could get was what we got, but it was overclocked. So we've got like one of the best single threaded performance servers overclocked for Hermitcraft, and even this Minecraft server can bring it to its knees sometimes, you know. We've all seen a little bit of lag on this server. It's quite incredible how poorly optimized Minecraft is, you know, but that's part of the charm, really. It was just like a game born out of craziness. Born out of craziness. The Intel i7-7700K OC 5 GHz. That might be it, but I'm not sure. See, what's weird about that is that that doesn't sound like a server CPU. You see, my new computer's got an i9 in it, and that's the best single-threaded performing CPU at the moment. But I don't know if it's the same if it were a server. Is it dedicated hardware or VM? Oh, it's dedicated. No, we brought a server, a physical box, not a shared thing. Jess says, I'm waiting for the moment he ignores for too long and it actually breaks. What? Ignore what? Do you prefer NVIDIA or AMD or Intel on AMD? I don't subscribe to brand loyalty. I mean, I do have preferences for brands. Like, for example, Samsung. I've never had a Samsung product break. I've had several Samsung phones. All my hard drives are, solid state drives are Samsung. I've had Samsung TVs. Like, I'm not a fanboy or whatever they call it, you know. I don't get all up in arms about a company, but I've never had anything go wrong. I mean, I've got 4 Samsung monitors in this room, and they've never had a hitch. Although the ones that I brought for this computer were Dells in the end. I decided to go with a Dell this time. Not the Singer, jeez, a Dell. Went with 2 Dell monitors. Server CPUs are often a Xeon chip, says Dragonstar. Yeah, and I think the server we have isn't. I've really got a strong feeling it's not a Xeon chip, but I can't remember, and I'm not going to look it up while I'm streaming because I don't know where to look, to be honest. I am also a Samsung fan, but my phone is a Moto because it was free. That's fair enough. Dude, you got a Dell! Says Hadat. I got 2 Dell monitors. Asuma, why would you not get a Ryzen CPU? They're way better for productivity like video editing. I would not... I don't think for my workflow getting a Ryzen or the Threadripper made any sense. I'm not sure how much they would impact what I need, okay? So I got single threaded performance is really great for gaming. So if you want like a really top-end gaming setup, what you don't want is something like a Threadripper. Threadrippers are for more work-oriented tasks. Now, how much what process you have affects your ability to video editing, I don't really know. Someone would have to do benchmarks on how video editing goes down with those different processors, right? But what I do know is that if you're playing games, single-threaded performance is good. A lot of programs work really well on single-threaded performance because they are not optimized to use multi-core. A lot of you know, CPUs have multiple cores these days, but it doesn't mean the applications you're using are going to be good with them. For example, if you had, you know, a 32-core Ryzen Threadripper versus a 2-core whatever, if the 2-core was faster, it would trump the other one because Minecraft isn't going to use 32 cores, it's going to use 1. So it depends what its application for is, what the programs are optimized for, and in terms of workflow, there is only one thing that slows me down with video editing, and that is loading the program up, which I'm going to use this cache RAM thing on my new computer to put programs like that into designated memory. In fact, I am very tempted to then up my system to 64 gigabytes of RAM based on how fast it will operate, and maybe cache Minecraft in there as well. Maybe make it so that like there's a large portion of RAM, maybe something like 8 gigs that just sits there with Minecraft in all the time, and then it's like snap your fingers, Minecraft is running. I mean, I hope it works like that. I will do tests before I spend more money on RAM, but I need to do it quickly in case that RAM like goes out of stock. I think I've probably got a fair amount of time before they discontinue it, but it would be smart to know so I can make that decision. Right, we got a few dark patches down there. We have to be wary of that. So I know I'm going deep into the digging about the CPU stuff, but I am interested in this stuff, so I can talk about it. The Small War, thank you for your lovely message in chat, by the way. I saw that. X, you could use an NVMe drive, which are really fast, says the Flying Dutchman. Yeah, so I've got one of those, and how fast are they, right? When you're talking about solid-state drives loading data, you might be talking about going from, you know, 5 seconds to load something to 3. And that is, like, although, yes, it's faster, it's not that massive. I use computers when it used to take 5 minutes to load into Windows, right? And so having things like solid-state drives or doubling the time you could load into Windows, that was huge back then. You could save a lot of time. Getting on a computer used to be like, I'm going on the computer, let's make a cup of tea while it loads up, right? And these days it's just like press the button and in 10 seconds you're logging into Windows. So when it comes to those sorts of speed increases, I don't think they're that massive or, you know, that beneficial, but we will see. I've got the NVMe. Like I said though, it's the RAM cache that I'm now really interested in. Taking things like Discord and my video editing software that I open up. And I'm really interested to see how my video editing software performs because, and I'm trying to backtrack on everything we've talked about here, I do get like a pretty laggy response on this computer for the video preview. And it's very difficult to get it running smooth. And I would love to see that video preview load up really well on the new computer. That's going to be a priority for me to figure out how to make that thing perform better. That will just make editing a little bit smoother and quicker. I also just kind of need to generally investigate what would you know, work. But anyway, going back to the key question that Yellow Harold set me off on this rant with, yeah, like, I don't know how Vegas works. Vegas might respond really well to having multiple cores, and if it did, yeah, it'd probably be better to edit with it on a Ryzen, but, you know, I need to have my Minecraft performance maxed out, basically. I want it to be really good, so, and playing games, so yeah. We got a noise in the ear from Real Fally. Here, resubscribed for 2 months in a row, saying, hey, it's Ponybutt's birthday tomorrow, so here's a shout out towards raiding her after. Yes, I might raid Pony after the stream. It's a shout out to Pony who's celebrating a birthday tomorrow. And thank you so much, Real Fally, for the support. Truly appreciate it. i360 says, more RAM equals better for your case. Maybe. So here's the thing about my... See, I do know quite a bit about this taking stuff here and there. Here's the thing about Minecraft, right? You'll see that I have assigned 2 GB of RAM in the top right corner and that the memory is getting up to just about 40% and then it flushes. Okay, so realistically I could actually run what we're doing right now with 1 GB, but because it's the Hermitcraft server and Minecraft is poorly optimized, sometimes when you explore the world that RAM starts to get filled up more and more with like chunks that it doesn't clear from the memory properly. Anyway, if I were to set that number up there in the top right to like 8 GB of RAM on Minecraft, I would actually be slowing it down. And I would be slowing it down in a way that you, A, might never really notice, or B, you might get lag spikes from, because it clears the memory. It's actually only using about 700 megabytes at the moment. And what you do is you give it this big empty space that it flushes every time it goes around. I was trying to explain this to Grian, because I noticed that Grian assigns like, I don't know, something crazy, like 40 gigs of memory. And all it's going to do is create that flush. Now, because he's got a super duper computer, he might never notice it, but it's one of these weird things, like assigning more memory to Minecraft really actually doesn't help unless you're playing a mod pack. But having enough to cope with it when it starts to accumulate stuff in its memory incorrectly, then it helps you with that. But eventually it might fill up, and if the memory were going to 100, we'd be experiencing big lag spikes. We got a noise in the ear, some cheers and bits from Ride for Life. Ride for Life 4 even. Appreciate your bits and your support. Thank you ever so much. Saying Frankers, some support for a creator I enjoy. Getting really into your Factorio series. Keep it coming. Thank you, man. Thank you for letting me know. I tell you what, I've had so much great series, feedback on the Factorio series, I will mention it again. I will do the second cheeky Factorio plug of the stream. If you haven't checked it out, if you don't know what Factorio is, just go check out the first episode. It's a game that I love, okay? And you might love it too, so just go check it out. That's all I'm going to say. I very nearly didn't put that series out on my channel. I was going to redact it, but I decided to persevere because I just having such a great time making the videos and felt like the videos were really great. And people have been very vocal with support and feedback for that series, so I'm very happy to hear that. I run Minecraft on 4GB of RAM, GTX 1070, StrixOC Ryzen 270, can stream, edit and play great. That's, as fixed, that sounds good. Do you mean 4GB assigned? Because on a 4GB system, I imagine that would really like hamstring your the amount you could assign to Minecraft. But yeah, if you assign 4 gigs, go look at the percentage. You probably want to aim for like 50-60%, like 1 GB. Probably 1.5 GB is quite optimal, but like I said, if you're assigning more, you're taking it away from other resources on your computer, and all you're going to do is create a bigger memory flush every time it has to do that, so it has to wipe all of that empty memory. Yeah, 4 GB assigned, but 16 overall hits 20 and then drops. Yeah, on it, like you'll never notice it, but it will technically be performing better with less memory assigned. I know it sounds crazy, it's just one of those things. Like, you think giving it more is better, and it is in certain situations, but only to an extent. And then after that, it degrades the performance in ways that you like will probably never notice, but that's technically what it does. Pace Chien is here, subscribe with Amazon Prime. Pace Chien, thank you ever so much for your Amazon Prime subscription. I appreciate it, and I hope you enjoyed today's stream. Modarang says, X, you once one stream you said you were going to watch the Super Bowl or something. Maybe follow a few American football games. It's not the easiest sport to understand for non-Americans. I played football and have been assistant to coach. If you need any help understanding the game or any questions, just hit me up on Discord. Love to share football knowledge. Modarang, I appreciate that. Maybe when the next season starts, I might have some questions. I watched a lot of the highlights for this season, and I watched the Super Bowl highlights. Super Bowl was on at like 3 in the morning on a Sunday, and I was just like, nah. And I'm glad I didn't watch it because it took them 4 quarters to score a touchdown. It was just like a low-scoring game. But I love American football. It is difficult to understand. What I find interesting about American football is that obviously it's very stop-start. It's all about like this brief moment of play each time. And I think the thing, and I don't want to say like dislike, but something to be talked about with American football is there are a lot of rules, and there are a lot of like nitpicky rules that don't seem to follow like a general rule of consistency. Like if a player sort of catches the ball outside of the field but their foot's on the line and things like that I've seen. And I think that's one of the things that maybe hampers the game back a little bit. With a sport like actual football, okay, not egg-shaped handball, like the rules are generally quite fluid. Like if a ball crosses a line, the rule is that if the ball is not touching the line, it crosses it when, if you imagine a line with a vertical space going upwards, it's when the ball leaves that vertical space, and then that's the same rule on every touch line. And that is also the same for taking a kick from the corner. You can actually have the ball not touching the line, but if the ball overhangs the line, it counts. That's like one example, but that's one of the things I like about English football that I think American football could benefit from, is having more consistent rules, because they all feel very patchwork. They all feel like circumstanced, and if this thing and that thing, then you can do this thing, but you know, like, I don't get a sense of like general rules from it. But anyway, I love it. I love the sport. It's great. It's great fun to watch. A lot of rules in the NFL, no doubt about it, says Berg D99. Maybe just because like English football is so native to me, maybe it looks the same from an outsider, like explaining the offside rule or penalty kicks and fouls and play on, play advantage, things like that. That might just all be like chaos for an American, perhaps. Micro Malone is here, resubscribing for 37 months in a row. Saying, Dear Asuma, a little over 3 years I am subscribed now. Unfortunately, though, my interest for the games you play has slowly faded, as has my time, so this will be my last subscription. Keep up the good work. Love, Micro Malone. Micro Malone, thank you ever so much for your support over the years. Didn't we meet on a Minecraft? Didn't we meet on the Respawn server, if I'm remembering correctly? I truly do appreciate your support over the years, and I totally understand losing interest in things. That's life, you know. You're interested in things for a while and you move on. That's absolutely fine. Can't thank you enough for your support. And of course, I wish you all the best, buddy. There is no English football or American football. There's real football and egg ball, says Akelo Hakati. Did you know American football's technical name is gridiron, I think? Gridiron or gridon? Gridiron, maybe? Something like that. We did not meet on the Respawn services, Microlad. I'm confusing you with someone else then. There's someone else that has a similar name to you that I met on the Respawn network, and they had a melon skin. That's why. Just getting confused. Gridiron, I think, is what someone's trying to tell me. It is gridiron. Okay, it's gridiron. Queg1 is here, resubscribed for 4 months. Queg1, thank you so much for your resubscription. I appreciate your support. I hope you enjoy today's stream and enjoy this diggy hole. Now I know what y'all are thinking. We hit the 2-hour mark. I say we ain't finished digging yet. You know, we ain't finished digging yet. Yellow Harold says there is a bell in the music and it sounds like an ice cream truck. Oh, ice cream! People, stop mentioning ice cream. I'd need some. Screaming Monk says, I think American football players get paid way too much. I would agree with that over here. English footballers get paid unbelievable amounts of money. But it's one of those weird things, like with a question like how much money should someone get from playing a sport, like it's like, where is the line then? Like, most people probably agree, like getting 100 grand a week sounds absolutely absurd. But like there's like everyone's gonna have a different idea on what's fair and where the line is and stuff. I think it would be better if like society was structured so that there was more support for people and money meant less to what you could actually do. You know, that would be my idea for running it. And hey, I bet some of you are like, you're a socialist, or that would never work. Fine. If you think it would never work, that's fine. Here's the thing, right? This is gonna get deep. This is gonna get in your head, okay? Some of you are gonna get brain confused right now, right? If we want to express, I've been thinking about this, okay? I've been dwelling on this thought. If we want to express what's happening in our world, in our society, social, political, this ideas, theories, ideologies, the way to describe reality, okay, is chemical reactions and laws of nature. That is the baseline for explaining absolutely anything. And on top of that, way up on top of that, sits all these ideas where we take concepts, things that are happening in society, observations, ideals, morals, and we jumble them together in this big thing, and then we think we've got the right answer. And we ain't. You know? What's happening, to describe it truthfully, is just something on an absurd level of like chemical reactions at the end of the day. Think about it. That's all there is at the very baseline. And all these ideologies that we might think we got the right answer about, we know how things should be, it ain't got nothing to do with what's actually happening at that baseline. It's got nothing to do with it. You are a derpalist, says Samuel Johnson. Riffraff says that was deep. I was trying to do a stoner voice then, it didn't really work so well. Say hi to Scar. Hi to Scar. Screaming Monk says very good point. Shambassam says that's nihilistic. It was not nihilistic. I was in no way infused. You see, nihilism is negativity. Negativity is an idea, it's a concept. What I was describing was actuality. On an actual level, you describe whatever's going on the way through chemical reactions. Because that's what's happening in your brain. All those ideas and thoughts are having chemical reactions. Okay? So like when we think we've got all these answers about what's going on in society and these people, those people, and this thing that happened and that thing that happened, we're actually incredibly far from the truth or talking about anything truthfully or realistically, because it is the reality, the real part. It's all just in a language we can barely comprehend, which is the massive web of atoms and quarks and, you know, all of that reacting around these laws of physics that we believe exist as well. I mean, I assume they appear to exist. I hope they exist. Nihilism isn't negativity, it's apathy and or indifference. Maybe, it could be many things. These are too big words for my brain to not get confused, says Vivek. Isn't there like this Kierkegaard video about, it's not nihilism, but it's like positive something. It's when you sort of believe in no meaning to everything, right? But then you attach positive because you're like, even though you believe things are actually meaningless, you see it as an opportunity to deliver positivity. Like I kind of don't believe in meaning as some arbitrary thing that exists out there that I should agree with, right? I really do think that everything we're experiencing, actually I'm not sure if I do, like, I don't know, I look at things very analytically and scientifically, right? So I kind of see, like, although we have all these emotions about the world, space and the universe and the meaning and the mystery, under it all, it's just like science and maths and laws of nature. But maybe, I don't know, maybe there is something deeper going on. Stream got deep, says Vermath Rocks. Yes, stream got deep over here. Okay, I didn't know I had it in me today, but apparently I do. And we'll go with the flow. We got First Lady 01 resubscribing for 29 months in a row, saying thanks for causing a chemical reaction that makes me happy when you stream. Love it. Comment of the day right there. I think the comment of the day is a good thing to have. Yeah, and that was it. Yeah. Oh. And thanks for causing a chemical reaction in return that made me smile. Jeez. Let's share some chemical reaction love in the chat. Oh, what is this? What is this place we have created? Sleepy Peanut is here, resubscribing for 14 months. Sleepy Peanut, thank you so much for your support. And Darkermans099 has resubscribed for 5 months in a row. Darkermans, thank you ever so much for your subscription. I appreciate your support and hope you're enjoying the stream. Hot diggity, says Marco. Hot diggity. What does X's face look like, says Demonaki. It looks like a chemical reaction. Shut up. Shut up now. I can say that if I want to. Hey, this is where I was doing that crazy like fly mode mining. That little, you can see it there. You know what I'm talking about if you watch the episodes. That was last year though that we did that. Patcher says, I love it when X gets philosophical. It changes my brain chemistry for a little while. Every moment of interaction with one another changes our brain chemistry. Our brain is nothing but chemistry happening. It's always changing. Love your Factorio series, says Widdy. Thank you, Widdy. Thank you for letting me know as well. I'm so glad to get the feedback from the peeps and know that people are enjoying it. I'll keep making those episodes. I think I'm recording the 7th episode at the moment. I'm trying to sort of stay ahead and give myself a bit of like buffer room because, you know, every day I'm working, right? Every day I'm doing this and making all sorts of videos and streams, and felt like this one I'll try and keep in front of for a while, you know, so it's not one of those things like, oh god, I need to make that video now, you know. Macro says, Marco says, efficiency 5 and haste 2 is the best chemistry. It's one of the best chemistries, I'll give you that. Okay, this pick better survive, you know, it better survive the dig, because I don't want to go repairing right now. I want to finish this little section off. Draction says, do you have plans for a ski vacation this year? Sort of. I sort of have like a maybe we'll go in this month type dealio. I really, really want to go skiing again. Oh god, do I love skiing. It's so good. Being on those mountains. You watch, when you're on the mountains, you watch them move around you when you're going down. It's beautiful. I really picked up on that last time I was skiing. I don't think I really actually saw it that way before, but it's just like, you know, mountains are actually moving. They're not actually still, but from our perspective, like, they're so big, they feel like they're just They're just, you know, there being still or whatever. But anyway, when you're going down the slopes and moving between them, they move. They rise up or they part from one another. It's beautiful. And then you hit another skier and you're like, "Jeez, I'm so sorry. I was looking at the mountains." That didn't happen. That didn't happen. I never done skiing, says I am the pantaloon. I think skiing doesn't look particularly attractive compared, well, especially compared to like snowboarding. But snowboarding's way harder to learn. Your first trip, if you do snowboarding, you'll be on your butt most of the time. But your first skiing trip, you'll probably be able to competently ski down a blue slope by the end of it. Maybe a red one if you're really coordinated. But yeah, like but. It's so nice, like, you're just gliding. Peacefully gliding. Oh, wreck his butt! Wreck his butt, Mr. Pigman! Yes! Yes! Well done you! Well done you, good sir. Right, that was cool. So yeah, I think skiing's like, it's really beautiful, you know, going down the beautiful mountains and just gliding, and it's easier and you can go fast, and oh, it's so nice. It's a really great, I mean, do we call it a sport? It's like a leisurely activity, I guess. Physical activity as well. Hey look, there's more of that speed mining nonsense. Let's get rid of that. Yeah, let's get rid of that. Alright, there it is. There it is, my friends. We have conquered this little portion over here as well. Beautiful, beautiful stuff, I say. And let's also plug up some of these, because we don't want no holes around here. Peeps, this is the end of the live stream. I want to thank all of you for tuning in. Massive thank you to everyone who subscribed, resubscribed, donated and cheered. Thank you to all the peeps hanging out in chat. Thank you to all of you not even hanging out in chat, just watching. Feel free to hit that follow button before you go. And we shall now do a riggedy raid on Pony Butts. It's her birthday tomorrow. Say happy birthday in advance and all of that cool stuff. I will see you all later. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.